Hello everybody and welcome to thankyou Outboxing, and today we're going to be talking all about Wilder, Tyson Fury, Joshua, and all of this. Is the fight on? Is the fight off? Is Fury fighting Wilder next? Is he fighting Joshua next? What is going on, people? And to be honest with you, have you had enough of this? Please leave a comment, let me know if you've had enough of all this controversy and this hype building and this politics that's going on in boxing right now. Does anybody actually care? That's my question. Does anybody actually care? Who do you want to see fight? I mean, we're all ready to watch Joshua. We're all ready to watch Joshua against Fury, Saudi Arabia. Everyone's getting hyped up for it. Eddie Hearn's getting hyped up. Then all of a sudden, spanner in the works. Here comes Wilder for Fury 3. So that's looking more and more likely right now. So there's a lot of questions. You know, the first question for me is, does Fury want to fight Wilder? After everything that's happened, everything that's been said. I mean, Wilder has come out and basically said Fury's a cheater. Fury had weights in his gloves. My water was spiked. The guy isn't a real champion. All these things that Wilder's come out and said, you know, publicly during interviews. How's Fury gonna deal with that now if he has to fight him a third time? I mean, I wouldn't give him the time of day. I mean, I like Wilder. I think Wilder's a great fighter. I mean, at that level, Joshua, Fury, and Wilder. You know, Wilder's up there with him. But you know, it's a mess. To me, it's a mess, and you know, messes like this can really, really be detrimental to boxing, you know, to the fans that want to see these big fights. So what do you reckon? Do you reckon we should see Joshua against Fury? Would you rather see Wilder? Maybe you want to see Wilder take on Fury for a third time.
Here we go again.
You know, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind seeing Wilder take on Joshua. Now, that'd be another good fight. But you know, what's going to happen right now? In my opinion, I think Wilder should step aside and he should let them fight for undisputed and then just fight the winner. That'd be the best outcome for me. But you know, I've heard reports on various other YouTube channels where Wilder's turning down, what, 20 million? Wants 20 million? Or has he turned down 20 million? I don't know. He wants 20 million, I think. So 20 million to step aside. That's a lot of money to step aside, and obviously I know this fight between Fury and Joshua is going to generate a lot of money. That's still a big slice of the pie just to step aside.
Game over.
So you know, what's going to happen? I don't know what's going to happen. It worries me slightly that Fury would fight Wilder for a third time, because I think Wilder's an unpredictable character. You don't know what he's going to come out with. I mean, can you imagine next time, you know, with all the cheating allegations going on and publicly how Wilder just defaced Fury publicly, you know, just trampled all over him, put his name in the mud. I mean, can you imagine the build up to that fight? Can you imagine, like, behind the scenes? Can you imagine in the dressing rooms? Can you imagine, you know, I'd hate to see the contract on that one. Or do they stick to the original contract of the 3 fights? I don't know, because there's a lot of politics going on in boxing right now. And I think everybody was settling down for this Joshua Fury fight in Saudi Arabia. We've been waiting a long time. Eddie Hearn, you know, desperate to get it over the line. We've been waiting for this. It finally gets announced. You know, my question is, did all these characters, Eddie Hearn,
Game over.
Shirley Finkel,
Finish him.
Al Heyman, Joshua, did they all know about this, do you think? Do you think they all knew that this was looming in the background and they were hoping to just brush it under the carpet? I mean, how could you do that? You can't. So it looks like some judge has ruled that there's got to be a third fight. So we just got to see how this one's going to play out, people. We're going to see how this is going to play out. I'd love to know what you think. I'd love to know who you'd actually want to see fight out of those 3. You know, there's other fighters on the fringe as well. We could see some great fights. I've always been a sort of an advocate of Dillian White against Wilder. That's a fight I've always wanted to see for a while now. Wilder ducked him, as far as I'm concerned. You know, his opinion, he didn't have too high opinion of Dillian White, but you know, I think Dillian's proved himself. And his last fight against Povetkin, yeah, Povetkin's getting old, but Dillian dealt with business. You know, one thing about Dillian, he comes to fight. He always comes to fight, and he don't really duck people. So yeah, there's a big mess in politics. I just want to say it's good to be back. We've been off the air for a little while, but we're back now, thankyou out, covering all the topics. So please share this and like and subscribe. And I don't know what's going to go on. I really don't know. So we're just waiting for some news, waiting to see what happens in the boxing world. You know, I don't care either way as long as they fight eventually. But I'd rather see an undisputed fight than, you know, see Fury lose a belt, drop a belt to fight Joshua. Because I don't think Joshua will have that anyway. You know, he's always been in it for undisputed. That's been his plan for a long time, and that would just be the ultimate delivery from Eddie Hearn if he could deliver that fight. And that's what the fans want to see anyway, especially in the UK. So I don't know what's going to happen. It's interesting. There's a lot of directions and twists and turns in this one. So anyway, I'm going to say goodbye for now. And don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know who you want to see fight out of those three next. And we'll catch you all next time.